Hello and welcome back. Another day, another reasoning and problem solving opportunity, and once again from CAT 17. So, before starting the session, I'm assuming that you have tried out the problem, struggled with it, at the very least, read it a couple of times, and are aware of what the challenge is. Beyond that, I will straight away dive into the story, and then you will notice that even though the set might be tricky, may seem tricky in the beginning, our emphasis while learning is always noticing that all the steps that I will take to resolve this issue, none of them are going to be complicated, even if the problem seems complicated in the beginning. So try the problem out and then join the discussion. So I hope you did that, and the beginning of the story is quite straightforward, that there are 10 DOMs and they are in need of repairs, and the cost of repair was given in the table, and it ranged from 1 crore, 2 crore, 3 crore, 4 crore up to 6 crore. And how many DOMs require 1 crore? 2 DOMs require 1 crore of spending, 1 DOM requires 2 crores of spending, 3 DOMs require 3 crores of spending, and so on and so forth. So that was the basic interpretation of the table. I don't think you would struggle with it too much after maybe 30 seconds or so. So I have captured the same table in this format, that 1 crore there are 2 DOMs, for 3 crore there are 3 DOMs, and a total of 10 DOMs. Let's call them D1 up to D10. There was also a classification given that if you are 1 to 2 crore, you are in low expenses. If you are in 3 to 4 crores, you are in middle or moderate expenses. And if you are spending 5 to 6 crore, that is high expenses or whatever the label is, right? Beyond that, the rules started immediately, and in the beginning, the rules are very straightforward and easy to capture. So, right up front, the rules told me that none of the odd number DOMs can be in the low expense category. That means you cannot have D1, D3, D5, D7, D9, etc. So, what are you left with? You are left with the even number DOMs. So, D2, D4, D6, D8, and D10 are the possibilities for these 3 DOMs in the story. Similarly, immediately next, I was told that none of the even number DOMs will go to the moderate category. That means the moderate category has to be occupied by odd numbers only. So DOM 1, DOM 3, DOM 5, DOM 7, and DOM 9. So we should start noticing things right at the beginning itself. I have 4 possible DOMs in this story, the moderate expense story, the 3 crore, 4 crore story, and I have 5 overall odd numbers, and that tells me that 4 of them will go here and 1 of them will definitely go to the expensive category. So I know out of these 3 DOMs, 1 of them is definitely going to be odd, because over here there is only space for 4. Furthermore, it was told to me that in the expensive category, all the multiples of 3 are ruled out. That means DOM 3, DOM 6, and DOM 9 you cannot have in the story at all. Great, so I've captured the first rule, I think. There was another piece of information which is very interesting and will help you a lot to resolve the story. If you pay attention to what it says is that from DOM 4 to DOM 9, let me capture all of them, DOM 4, DOM 5, DOM 6, DOM 7, DOM 8. All of them had unique expenses. If I notice my expenses 1 crore, 2 crore, 3 crore, 4, 5, and 6, I have 6 possible expenses that a DOM can take up. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 DOMs exactly. That means all of them have to be unique and they have to be somewhere between 1 to 6. Not only that, it was given to me that D7 is the maximum. And if I think of the maximum, I know maximum, and all of these values are in crores. I hope you have captured that. And the maximum is 6 crore. So I know for sure that D7 is 6 crore. Make a separate table for yourself as well, 6 crore, because I know in 6 crore there are 2 people. One of them is going to be DOM 7. And I learned after making a lot of mistakes that it is better to write DOM 7 instead of just 7, because after a minute or two you can get confused about what 7 or what 6 this represents, right? So be very clear, DOMs, these are values in crore, and this means there is 1 person in the 2 crore category. This means there are 3 persons or 3 DOMs in the 3 crore category. And eventually I want a map of everything, right? For 3 crore, What are the DOMs? For 1 crore, what are the DOMs? So that's the table I'm trying to capture on the sidelines. And it was given to me that D8 is the minimum. That means D8 has to be 1 crore or one of the DOMs with 1 crore. So let me capture that as well. 1 crore, I needed 2 DOMs overall. One of them is definitely D8. There will be one more. Right now I do not need, though right now I do not know which one. So now bring your attention back to this rule. D8 has taken 1 crore. Now if you think about who's the other guy in 1 crore, it cannot be D4 or D6 because I have been told that D8 is the minimum. So D4 and D6 cannot be 1, and I was also told that all of them are unique. So if I think of the 1 crore category, I know there is one more character that I need. I know D4 and D6 cannot be that character, and it has to be one of these: D2, D4, D6, D8, D10. D4 is ruled out, D6 is ruled out, D8 is ruled out. That means for the 1 crore category, I have either D2 or D10. Now, once again, at this point of time, if you're a beginner, you will feel a little palpitation that I'm not getting a fixed answer. But if you have done 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 problems, you will know that, okay, I can hold this information, capture it, and I know it will get resolved, or the question will give me further scenarios to fix this issue. So I'm not worried about it at all. So I have figured out that for 1 crore, I have D8 and I have one of D2 or D10. Now let me observe the 2 crore scenario. For 2 crore, I know I have a single DOM. And I know that 2 crore also has to show up in this category and can only be an even number, and I'm left with only D4 or D6. So if I think of the 2 crore category, it will be either D4 or D6. And now once again explore this category. There are only 3 DOMs out of 5. You already have D8 for sure, one of D2 or D10 you have, and one of D4 and D6 you have. That means the other guy, that means between D2 and D10, whoever is left will have to go to the last category, the expensive category. Similarly, between D4 and D6, whoever is not in this 2 crore bracket will have to go into the expensive category. However, now if I notice in this expensive category, I cannot have D6. That means D6 cannot go here. That means D6 will have to definitely be here. That means I can say for sure that the 2 crore category, the single DOM here has to be D6. That also now tells me that D4 is going to be in the most expensive category. Even here, I've been told that the maximum goes to DOM 7, which is 6 crore. So D4 cannot be 6 crore, D4 has to be the 5 crore DOM. So capture that as well. 5 crore DOM has gone to D4. So a lot of juice coming from this information if you pay attention to it. If you pay attention to it and capture it well, right? So I know the D4 value as well. The D4 value is going to be 5 crore. In fact, I have figured out the D6 value as well. That is going to be 2 crore. So I have 1 crore, 6 crore, 2 crore, 5 crore. What is missing? 3 crore and 4 crore is missing. So between one of D5 and D9, somebody will take 3 crore and the other guy will take 4 crore. I'm not sure right now. One of them will definitely go to 3, the other will go to 4. But right now, with the current information, I can't say any more. If you want, you can also capture it in your side table that for 3 crore, I will have either a D5 or a D9. And the same thing for 4 crore as well. For 4 crores, I will have either a D5 or a D9. Let me reflect that information in all scenarios. D7 has definitely gone here. I know there are 3 people in this category, D7 and D4, and one of D2 or D10 will come to this category. And whoever comes, D2 or D10, is going to be in the 6 crore possibility. So capture that as well. That if I think of 6 crore, I will have either a D2 or a D10. Again, I am not sure with the current information. So now let me just consolidate all of this together in the least category, in the lowest possible category, I know D6 and D8 for sure. I know between D2 and D1 there is going to be one of them. In the medium category, D7 is ruled out because you know D7 is in the most expensive category. That means D1, D3, D5 and D9 all belong to this 3 crore or 4 crore. Moreover, you also know that between D5 and D9, one of them will be 3 crore and the other will be 4 crore. And the remaining two characters, that is D1 and D3, and that means the remaining two characters D1 and D3 both will have to be the 3 crore guy. So capture that in your 3 crore. One of them, because you have three characters, one of them would be any of D5 or D9, but the other two D1 and D3 are for sure fixed. I hope you are working it out with me and capturing all of this in your own table and format for better, even better comprehension, right? So now I have a lot of information. So now I have plenty of information. I have worked out whatever I could have. So let me not be stuck with trying to figure out more things. Let me quickly check out the questions, okay? And maybe this could have been done even a little bit earlier. Let's see what the question says. The question number 1 is, which of the following is not necessarily true? That means 3 of them are going to be definitely true and 1 of them you're not so sure, right? So let's go option by option. Option 1 said DOM 1 needs a moderate repair. DOM 1 I know for sure is in this bracket, the moderate bracket. So does it need moderate repair? I can say that for sure. It is definitely true. I am looking for the false one or the unsure one. DOM 5 repairs will cost no more than rupees 4 crore. DOM 5 is between 3 crore or 4 crore. So if the statement says that it will not cost more than 4 crore, it is definitely going to be true. I am looking for not necessarily true. So option 3, DOM 7 needs extensive repair. DOM 7 needs extensive repair. Perfect. So I know for sure my answer is going to be option 4. But let me read that as well. DOM 10 repair will cost no more than rupees 4 crore. DOM 10 Now, if you notice DOM 10 could belong to the 1 crore category or the 6 crore category altogether. So, can I say for sure that DOM 10 repair will cost no more than rupees 4 crores? I cannot say that, and therefore my answer is going to be option 4. Question number 2. What is the total cost of repairing the odd number DOMs in rupees and crores? Odd number DOMs, most of them are here. You don't even need to look at this information. 3 into 3, 9 crores. 9 plus 1 into 4, 4 crores, and total 13 crores. And the third odd and the last odd guy has 6 crore because I know he was the maximum. So 13 crore plus 6 crore, your final answer is going to be 19 crores, right? So easy enough so far. And then for the remaining questions, there was more information given. 4 of the 10 DOMs needing repair are women's DOMs and need a total of rupees 20 crores for repairs. Only one of DOMs 1 to 5 is a woman's DOM. So if I think of DOMs 1 to 5, so if I think of DOMs from 1 to 5, I know one of them is going to be a woman. And that means the remaining from 6 to 10, there are going to be 3 women DOMs in this part of the story. Because overall there were 4 of them. I am also told that their total expense is that of 20 crores. And I was also told that for these 4 women, the overall expense is 20 crores. So what you'll have to think is try and create a total of 20 crores using this story. That can I use maybe 2 DOMs of worth 6 crore? Can I use 2 DOMs which require 6 crore, which will give me 12 crores? One more DOM which requires 5 crore, a total of 17 crore. And maybe one more from here, 17 plus 3 will give you 20. More than the solution, what is important for you as a learner is to make mistakes and come to this point. Can there be any other story? What if I say only one of 6 crore and one of 5 crore? That makes it a total of 11 crore. Then I will say, okay, one of or 2 of 4. I can't even do 2 of 4 because there is a single one only. Then I will say, okay, 1 or 4. So I had 6 and 5, 11, and 11 and 4, 15. I have only one more DOM and I can't go up to 20 crores, right? That means after a little bit of playing with it back and forth, which is the most important part while preparing as well as in final solutions, I figure out that the 20 crore can be achieved by 6 into 2 plus 5 into 1 plus 3 into 1. That means there are two DOMs of 6 crore which requires 6 crore expense, one DOM which requires 5 crore and another one which requires 3 crore. Now if I think about the 5 crore story, there is DOM 4 which is 5 crore. I was also told that between D1 and D5 there is only a single woman's DOM. So this D4 has to be a woman's DOM, right? And the remaining 3 women are in this bracket D6 to D10. Now think about your 6 crore story again. You already know one of the 6 crore candidates is D7. D4 has gone to 5 crore already. And the other candidate was between D2 and D10. Now, and you know that is going to be a woman, and you know there was only one woman here. That means D2 cannot be the woman that shows up there. That means D10 has to be that other DOM which is in the 6 crore bracket. So I know D10 is a woman's DOM as well. And of course, using the same logic, I know for sure that D7 is also a woman's DOM. So I have covered the 6 crores, I have covered the 5 crore. I want one more 3 crore. So in the 3 crore story, I had D1 and D3 and one of D5 or D9. And I need a woman, and I'm looking at only between D6 to D10. So if I want a woman, the only possible woman in the 3 crore category has to be D9. So I know for sure that D9 is also a woman's DOM. Don't take my word for it. Take this as a hint or rewind and pause and notice the conclusion. And it's a pretty straightforward one. If that table was in front of you, I got the rid of the table in terms of expanding the space. But if it's in your mind, then this should not be too much of a trouble. Or hit pause and figure it out by yourself. Rewinding is also an option, right? So I figured out everything that again could have been figured out, and the question is quite easy. What is the cost for repairing DOM 9? DOM 9 is a woman's DOM, and that too from the 3 crore category. So what is the cost for DOM 9? It is going to be 3 crores. The next question was again identical and based on the same information. So directly jumping into the question, which of the following is a woman's DOM? DOM 2 is a woman's DOM? No. Is DOM 5 a woman's DOM? No. Is DOM 8 a woman's DOM? No. Is DOM 10 a woman's DOM? Yes, and you are done with the problem. And that's it, we are through. So notice once again, especially if you were struggling with the problem, that what is the big step that has been taken, or is it a lot of, or maybe is it a lot of small repetitive steps, and of course concentration and the willingness to play with it, because you're not getting the answer but you're willing to try. Okay, this will go here, that will go there, and then try it out, not come to the answer, think again, reapply your brain after like a break or something, but then you will realize that everything was just very, very basic level, what is called deductive reasoning. All your maths is deductive reasoning, so it's not something new, right? So that would always be the primary lesson, that it can be worked out. It can be worked out by you and me and normal people. I just have to kind of learn to play the game. So that's it. If you are a course member, thanks for signing up. And if you're watching it on YouTube, do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and generally shower a lot of love. Hitting shots becomes easier, right? So this is it for the day. I will see you really soon.